With just 2 months to prepare for the second edition of the annual Ipakodo Day celebration, a special planning committee inauguration program was held on Thursday, the 28th of July 2023 at the Oba Sekumade's Palace along TOS Benson Road, Ipakodo in Ikorodu. The committee, set up to execute the second edition of the Ipakodo Day celebration, will be acting in double capacity to map out the 5th coronation anniversary of the Oba Sekumade of Ipakodo. Attracting stakeholders across Ikorodu West LCDA, the inaugural conference, which also involved members of the press, was presided over by the Sekumade of Ipakodo, His Royal Majesty Oba Aremu Shotonwa. Reading out the names of the different committees and its members, Dr. Bolaji Harrison Adeniji, chairman of the planning committee, highlighted the various roles and responsibilities of the organizing team.
I think we have about 6 or 7 committees altogether, which we have grouped under the following main committees heading, and that is the Finance and Fundraising Committee. Then we have the Events and Mobilization. There's also the Media and Publicity. There's a Security Committee as well. And finally, there's the Awards and Chieftaincy Committees. So these are basically the 5 committees that you inaugurate today. And not to waste much time, I think it will be necessary for us to at least start from the beginning of the committees, and that's the Finance and Fundraising Committee, so that they can be nominated virtually now. So I will call their names, and then you can do the inauguration, committee by committee. Abi? Okay, that's even better. But let me just call the name for the committees for you, and then probably you now inaugurate all of them together. It will save time. I think it will be better idea. So the Finance and Fundraising Committee consists of my good self, Dr. Harrison Bolaji Adeniji as chairman, Prince Sukomi Shotonwa is the co-chairman, that's of IBA, and Dr. Taiwo Azan as vice chairman. That's the Finance and Fundraising, which is a fundamental part of that committee, of the whole arrangement, because the task before them, I'm not envying any one of them. It's a hard task, but I believe with the caliber of people that are here, they should be able to coordinate and execute the assignment properly. Then the Events Mobilization Committee consists of Prince Musiliu Animashaun, who is the chairman, and Honorable Femi Anifoshi as vice chairman. The third committee is Media and Publicity, that comprises Omoba Kweju Akinyemi, who is the chairman, and Honorable Muhyiddin Yusuf, vice chairman. He's from the local government. Then there's a Security Committee too, consisting of Prince Muiwa Bamimosu, who is the chairman, and Chief Adele Ogunlade, vice chairman. The last but not the least is the Awards and Chieftaincy Committee, which consists of Otumba Azan Bolawon as chairman and Chief Adele Ogunlade, vice chairman. So, like you likely just said here, these are the main committees which you have the honor of inaugurating today.
He also disclosed the proposed program for the event. On his part, His Royal Majesty Oba Aremu Shotonwa urged the planning committee to swing into action in order to realize a successful festival and coronation anniversary. He added that the leadership of each committee should identify and mobilize willing and committed Ipakodo sons, daughters, and residents to be fully involved in the planning process.
The second edition, which is coming up in October this year, it's been slated for October 2nd, and this is October 2nd to 8th of October. Definitely, it's an annual event which will be done in October, first week in October of each year. Now, the event of this year is a little bit expanded by another event. And the other event which is being attached now to the Ipakodo Day celebration is the 5th year anniversary of the second day of Ipakodo, the 5th year anniversary, Coronation anniversary. The 5th year Coronation anniversary should have been held in April, but eventually we thought a layer festival was coming up. Then we thought we should postpone it till probably June or July. Then another thought of postponing the event till June or July, and that thought came up. When we thought all the people we are going to invite for the 5th year Coronation anniversary are just the same people that are calling again for October. So it was decided that look, if you are merging the 5th year anniversary together with the Ipakodo Day celebration, the LCDA will be heavily involved, and the chairman of the LCDA is 100% with us. And the LCDA is definitely taking part in the celebration. With this, I thought now that with the two events being merged, the functions, the activities to be carried out during the festival, the activities are more than what we are planning for. And in this case, this has necessitated the creation of certain committees. The LCDA because of their involvement, they are taking part. They have their own committees to handle the 5th year anniversary committee, anniversary coronation anniversary. And when we are merging this with the Ipakodo Day now, there should be a merger with the IDA, LCDA, and this has prompted the formation of more committees to handle the whole events. The events will be holding from October 2nd to 8th. The committees will be brought up now. They have been holding meetings. And maybe I will try and call Babaitu of Lagos, of Ipakodo. And the chairman of IDA. Both of us will probably brief us on the outcome of all the meetings we have been holding.
High point of the inauguration program was the presentation of a special award to Mr. Femi Akomolafe, who was credited for being a tremendous support towards the success of the maiden edition of Ipakodo Day celebration in 2022.
Kabiyesi offered that he will personally present this award to Mr. Femi Akomolafe. That's the reason why we are here. So without wasting time, can you please step forward, sir?
Okay, Mr. Akomolafe. Well, I would say this is an award which you should have taken by last year. Unfortunately, you are not around then. And I think we should present this award to you before we celebrate our second Ipakodo Day. You've been in Ipakodo, people talk much about you. This is the first time I'm meeting you.
I've been meeting Kabiyesi several times, but Kabiyesi will not know.
I don't even know you are.
It's the children that will know the Kabiyesi.
It's the first time I'm meeting him. First time I'm seeing him. Whereas you live in Ipakodo here. If you don't live in Ipakodo, you have your business in Ipakodo.
I live in Ipakodo, Kabiyesi.
Abi Ishiwa. Anyway, people have been talking very much about you, and I'm really happy to meet you today. You've been recommended for this award, which shows people really recognize and appreciate all your contributions towards development of Ipakodo. Please keep it up.
Thank you.
You are really welcome.
Kabiyesi.
We expect more and more from you. Your cooperation in the development of this little community is highly appreciated. Like I will say, on behalf of all the people of Ipakodo, and the Ipakodo Development Association as well, I've been asked to present this flag to you. I'll say congratulations.
Kabiyesi.
Yeah. No, not yet, sir.
Ẹ̀yin là ń congratulate so káwọn kí o wá wà pẹ̀lú yín.
Okay, we are catching the local government local. The local government. I think it's going on that.
So I see. I have been in Coronation since 2001. Year 2000. But I was still in a garden when I came to Coronation. But since 2004, I've been staying in Ipakodo. And by the grace of God Almighty and the support that I received from the community, I will say I was nobody when I came to Ipakodo. I was just there. But by the grace of God Almighty, I have multiplied my family. I'm saying emphatically in the presence of God that I will say Ipakodo has been a blessing for me. I came in as a tenant to Ipakodo. No, I came in as a tenant to Ipakodo. I moved in as a minor landlord to Ipakodo. But by His grace, I have my own house now in Ipakodo. And my children are all graduates now in Ipakodo. So, what can I say? That to thank Kabesi, thank God Almighty, and thank Kabesi and the people of Ipakodo for giving us the enabling environment for visitors who are not son of the soil to come here, live their life without being disturbed, and allow them to prosper and grow within the community. I have traveled far and wide within Nigeria, and I know what happens in other communities. I have stayed in a community where even those who are beside me, for all the effort I made to even be close and familiar to them, they were extremely hostile for no just cause, just because of the fact that I'm not from that community. I was in Port Harcourt for almost 20 years, while my family was in Ipakodo. And I remember that while I was there, I tried until the management of the organization I work for decided to move me out of where I was staying to the JRA. But the community where I was staying, I tried as much as possible to be very, very friendly. I have so many friends in Ipakodo, very good friends in Ipakodo, who are Ipakodo sons. And they will attest to it that the fact that I don't go beyond my bounds. I always cooperate and do things in the way the environment dictates. And like I said, they are laid down procedures of how you can relate with the community at which you find yourself. And if you are able to do that, it is expected that the community should be able to accommodate you and allow you to triumph. But it is not always like that in some other communities. There is the envy, there is so many backbiting, and so many other things that you are doing to ensure that they frustrate and make life difficult for us while we were there. But the reverse is the case in Ipakodo. I have never witnessed any occasion where I have been harassed, molested, or either in my business or as a personal or in my personal relationship with members of this community. And if I need any assistance from members of this community, I'm seeing emphatically in presence of Kabesi that I've only gotten the assistance that I need from members of this community without words. Because people don't need willingly to assist me so that I can move forward. So that is what I have to tell you about my stay in